Alright, we're back. I am Hannibal Thaven King, Senior Enterprise Data Modeler, CDO, CTO, and Administrator of the data center. This video documentation is about the Species Conservation Database. And specifically, someone has sent me this photo behind me here of an orchid. This orchid has several nicknames, the Dracula orchid, the goth orchid, or the vampire orchid. And essentially it is a naturally black orchid. There's several plants on this planet that have all kinds of medicinal properties that are only used by indigenous people. The problem is the data is often stolen from these people, and legally this data is their intellectual property. So I'm expected to create a database that shows what belongs to them, how they use it, what they do with it, and then create a system of patenting and copyrighting their intellectual property so that they can profit from it. Otherwise, the pharmaceutical companies will just jack up the prices on whatever they find and steal all the profit from them. But I've discovered that over 90% of pharmaceuticals, the data used to create them is stolen from indigenous people in Africa and the Amazon, which is shocking because it appears that the knowledge that they have is older than most what we now call civilizations. So the database first has to track what these plants are, their components, break it down using NMR, nuclear magnetic resonance, create a database of their genetic profiles, chemical makeups, and those types of things. And what we're hoping to do is replicate what I've done with my software, where it can do an automated analytical update to show what specifically is in these plants that has medicinal properties and what to mix them with to create new medications and new cures and those types of things. So hopefully we can get the funding for it. Again, everything needs funding because the United States has cut funding for everything. So there's no funding for a lot of this medical research, no funding for the data modeling. The estimated project cost is about $3 billion. So if you know anyone who who happens to have $3 billion lying around their couch cushions or whatever, let me know by DM, and I'll pass it along to the appropriate scientist.